I am the internet, and I like it when KSSU is on me.
Yep. Matt and Tex Show. I hope we're on the air. Yeah, we are. Perfect. I'm Matt.
I'm Tex.
And Tex has a pink fluffy on his nose.
I do.
You see that thing?
I
that
see
was
it.
you.
I had a pink
We are
fluffy on
back
my nose.
from Thanksgiving break. That was last week.
Mm-hmm.
We had school still most of the time, but we didn't have a show. And we were still on one microphone.
Yeah.
So we're
Studio's still
sharing.
broke.
We're sharing a very tight bubble. We're in each other's space,
Bubble.
but it's fine. We're fine. I'm Matt. I already said that.
Yes, you did. Today on the show,
Yes.
we're going to talk Matt Saw Wreck-It Ralph, a movie about video games. I really want to see this. And
Wreck-It Ralph.
A lot of people I know really want to see this. And it's got video games. And
Lincoln's also out.
I don't know. Oh, yes.
I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen
I was
Lincoln
going to
yet.
see it actually by myself. I was going to go after work once, but I didn't. Because I don't think anyone else wants to see it except for you. And you don't ever go to the movies, so.
Yeah. Maybe I will this time, though. So Matt will tell us about
Wreck-It
Wreck-It
Ralph?
Ralph. Is it good?
Sometime
Is it bad?
today. Yep.
Is it, don't go see it, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
And also, we have news about one of our newest and favoritist TV shows. We'll talk about that later. And basically stuff that just happened over the break.
Yeah, there's some things we missed. Yep. Like we did miss. Actually, we haven't missed. It came out a couple. Maybe we could go to. Muse has a new album out called The Second Law. I really, really enjoy it. Just got it from my brother, who was here in town on Thanksgiving. He gave me his copy. Really enjoyed it. We'll play one song from that. We'll play some more music. Talk about video games, TV shows, and what else we have time for. We'll start it off. This song I really enjoy. It is called Animals by Muse. Man Tech Show. Live on KSU.com. That was Muse with Animals. Tex, how'd you like it? Okay.
The ending was odd.
It was. I don't know. That's
It's just everybody should.
It
I
sort of
suppose
frightened me.
it's supposed to encompass the idea of aminals.
Animals.
Aminals.
Yeah, the whole thing is sort of they're not anti-government, but they're sort of vocal about some issues.
There's a message there.
There's a message somewhere in there. Animals, probably referring to. Don't know.
You know, I
couldn't
don't
tell
know.
you.
For new music, for me, I usually just I'll listen to the song and I'll hear the beat or the rhythm, whatever, and I'll like it, or maybe one line from the chorus, and then I'll listen to it maybe 2 or 3 more times, and then I'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna actually listen to the song, maybe look up the lyrics to see what the song actually says.
For a while, it takes me a couple songs before I actually realize what lyrics are saying.
And then you're like, wait, they said what?
That's racist. Like that. The Second Law was the name of that album. Go check it out. Really good. Last week, when was that? What day was that?
Tuesday.
Okay. No, it wasn't. I saw Wreck-It Ralph recently. Couldn't tell you what day. Actually, I want to think about that now.
Was it Monday?
Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday. Saw it with executive producer Trevor Hickson, who got a haircut.
I thought I saw him. I saw his type of truck, because I see those everywhere now.
I do see them all. Yeah.
You notice that when someone like I remember when my uncle got an RV, I just all of a sudden started noticing RVs, and now I know what kind of truck he drives. I know what kind of truck you drive. I know what kind of truck I drive.
What kind of truck do I drive?
I don't know. Well, I don't know the name. I know what it looks like. It's
Okay.
very distinct. And then I'm like, oh, look, that's Matt's truck. Man, that's Sheriff's truck. I start, you know how you notice these things. So I saw it, and I saw someone driving, and the tallness, like sitting down, could have been him, but the hair looked weird. So I'm like, I don't know if that's him or not.
Maybe.
And then I think it was later that night, maybe the next night, we were playing Xbox, and it's like, yeah, I got a haircut. So I'm like, that could have been you then.
You want to see it?
Hmm?
Anyways, I have it. Emily take a picture all at the movies, and Trevor's sort of in it. Anyways, saw Wreck-It Ralph with executive producer Trevor and my sister. I really, 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 really liked it.
You did?
It was really funny. It was really deep on ideas of, not really deep, but like it had a lot of video game stuff references. It had a bunch of old characters that I know. Some that I was like, that looks familiar, but I don't really know who that is, and stuff like that. And just the ideas of video games, glitches.
They touched on that?
They touched the little girl that's in the film.
The really small one.
The really small one. She is, in fact, a glitch, quote unquote, in the game.
I'm assuming that plays like some message of
It
like
plays
outcasts. And
she is an outcast, yeah, sort of. And it's like the ideas that they create with this game was really really cool. It was really good. It was really nice art. They went between games. Wreck-It Ralph is. Should I go into depth on what this means?
A little bit.
Is? Okay.
Well, you can if you want. I'll look it up on Wikipedia. I haven't yet.
Wreck-It Ralph is the basically the bad guy that is on this game that is called.
Yeah, I was gonna ask what the name was.
Oof.
Isn't it just called Wreck-It Ralph?
No.
No, the game's not.
The game is something called. It's about the other main character.
He just fixes everything.
Fix-It Felix. Fix-It Felix Jr.
I don't like that name.
Fix-It Felix Jr. because his father was Fix-It Felix. So he's the junior one. And basically, Wreck-It Ralph goes around, destroys buildings. Fix-It Felix comes in to fix all the windows and the doors on this one apartment building, and then he saves the day. He goes to the top. Fix-It Felix then gets a medal for saving the day.
So do you get to see, like, I mean, it's a movie first about video games, but do you get to, like, see, because it's supposed to be an old arcade type game, right? So you get to see how, like,
actually, what's really cool
works.
What's really cool is they show you what the like if you were just a kid playing on it, you'd see what that view is, right?
So they're like the 16-bit.
Exactly. Well, no, they look. No, it looks like it's 3D but 2D. You know what I mean?
No,
so
I don't.
it looks like the CG generated Wreck-It Ralph, right? But they just put it in the 2D. Actually, no, I'm sorry. They don't.
Because we're talking about two different things.
It's gonna be 2D.
The movie isn't perfect.
The 8-bit thing, right?
Computer, but the game itself, were it real,
looks like an 8-bit thing.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning. And
what's cool is when you go, they actually go into the arcade game, right? And then it turns into sort of realistic. You get a rounder shape. You get the actual look of a person. And the little characters that are in there, they move like they're on that sort of delay, the pixely delay.
Oh, do they?
Like the guy has a martini glass and he goes and he just it's jittery and he picks it up and he drinks it. And then it's really cool how that goes. The main characters don't do that because it's sort of distracting. But for the minor characters, the little kid, the little apartment tenants, they move like that, and that's really cool. Because that's how they move in the game, but then they bring the camera into the actual arcade or into the game itself, and they show you like how there's what you see in the game, and on the side it's not lit up, but there's Wreck-It Ralph's like he lives in a dump on the side, and there's like a garden over here, and there's a train track behind the building. So there's things that it's like a whole world that's in here, but you only see something as the game the player itself.
Yeah, it's that seeing things that the audience doesn't necessarily know, like this is what's really in there, all the stuff you miss, basically background scenes. And I like how they it's a movie and you have to put movie elements, but like you said, the slow moving and stuff, that's video game-ish, and they were good about incorporating like video game ideas into the game.
Yeah,
because you know if you do video games wrong, if you make fun of them wrong, I'll say that because I don't really know.
It's satire.
You'll upset the gaming community, but if you do it right, it's great.
And there are like some ideas like they created that sort of make sense. Like they all travel through wires, like the power cords. They can travel through the power cords when the store's all closed, right? It's sort of that Toy Story feel where when the people are gone, they can do their regular thing. So they go through the power cords to the main sort of splitter. If you look here, like one of those. I don't know what you call them, but basically power cord. Well, it's not a power cord.
The conduit? Is it a conduit?
No, it's not a conduit. It's basically just the box that has a bunch of different inlets, right?
Yeah, and the one that you just keep connecting to each other.
Exactly. That's basically the Grand Central Station for all the video games that are connected. So they go into that, and you can actually go to different video games if you walk through the cables and go through that way. And the idea is, if you die in your game, you come back, because that's the way the game works. So Fix-It Felix, when Ralph actually goes into one of the apartments, because they're celebrating the 30-year anniversary of the game, and Wreck-It Ralph destroys the roof because he's too big, and the roof collapses on Fix-It Felix. He dies, and people all freak out, right?
and then, that's in the commercial, right?
Yeah, and then he comes out, right, and his body kind of blinks in and out, and then he's like, I'm all right, he's alive. But if you were to die outside your game, you can't come back. So that's one of those aspects that kind of add to the story itself.
And I have a question about the game, because the premise is John C. Reilly, which was
John C. Reilly.
I
really liked him as I really liked the way he did that character.
Yeah, because he's normally he does the stupid funny thing that kind of Will Ferrell. I almost said Smith.
Yes, he's been in Talladega Nights. He's been in Step Brothers. He's been in a bunch of other films. Yeah.
But a question is the idea is that Wreck-It Ralph, he doesn't like being a bad guy. Now he's a bad guy in the game, but do people treat him as a bad guy outside the game?
Yes. So he was in the outlet, right, with all the inlets, the Grand Central Station, right? And when he's walking through, They're the little kids. I forget what game it is, but they all freak out because like, ooh, bad guy, and they all like evil villain guy, and they all freak out. So people treat them like that. The people in the game respect Fix-It Felix more. The apartment tenants, the guy that glitch moved, the little tiny guys.
He is the hero.
Exactly, and they treat him like the hero, and they treat Wreck-It Ralph like a villain, and that's what he's upset about. And so when basically the whole idea is Wreck-It Ralph wants a medal because at the end of each game, Fix-It Felix gets a medal, and all the people love him for it, and he wants to be loved as well. And one of the guys says, if you can win a medal, you're a villain. You'll never win a medal, but if you do, then we'll accept you. And I think he said that in a joke because he assumed that Wreck-It Ralph could never get a medal because he's a bad guy, right? So Wreck-It Ralph's plan is to go on a mission and get a medal. And so he goes to this fighting game, one of those realistic, where you actually have a gun at the arcade and you shoot at the aliens and stuff on the screen, right?
The Hero's Duty game?
Hero's Duty.
It sounds like, I'm pretty sure it's nice to make you fun of Call of Duty. But.
Probably. But he just goes in there and there's a medal you win, and he gets the medal, and then he ends up going into another game with a little girl, Penelope Vanilla-Luppy or something. Vanilla, I don't know, some weird candy game. And then you kind of build on that, but it's a cool story. It's not like some deep, exciting story, but I love the way John C. Reilly voice acted because it's hard to stand like what we're doing here, talking to Mike and show his different emotions and be funny. And I think he did a really good job on that. But all the video game is really fun. Sonic was in there a bit. Pac-Man was in there a bit. Pac-Man was actually there quite a bit. And then just a bunch of other different characters and ideas and ideas of the glitch. Wow. The idea of a glitch. Hold on. Jesus. Sorry, you could have talked. I'm just upset with people. But no, it was a really good film. And it wasn't like, it was basically just satire, kind of showing the ideas of video games and what's funny about it. I don't think it was a bad thing towards video games. I don't think it was people that like video games would get upset about it. I think it did it well, and I think you would enjoy it as well.
I think so. It looks like a good movie. I wanted to see it. It's pretty good. When I saw the commercial preview trailer.
So go see it. You do like a matinee, whatever. Tuesday, $5. It was something worth getting. There's a bunch of films I want to see though. Lincoln just came out, right? Mm-hmm. That didn't do too well on the box office.
Did it not? I haven't looked up anything.
When it first came out, it was number 3. I mean, that's not bad. Number 3. It was 3 on the list. Twilight, I think, was still number 1. Red Dawn came out.
Ugh. Well, look,
terrible.
I knew it was going to be a bad movie from the beginning, but I was still excited about it. I probably won't go see it.
I won't either now.
But I'll just watch the original. Original was
Skyfall, the 007 film. I don't know how you feel about 007.
I've never been a James Bond fan.
Have you seen any?
I've seen Casino Royale.
Okay, that was a slower one.
Yeah, I didn't.
This one I haven't seen. My father saw it. He's a big James Bond fan. He said it was very exciting in the beginning, and then it kind of died down for the rest of the film.
Skyfall did?
Skyfall.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind seeing it. Cloud Atlas has been out for a while. It's a really long film with a really bunch of stories going on.
I don't want to see that.
Still want to see that. My brother liked it. But it is very long, and I don't know. I just haven't found time to see it.
Are you excited for The Hobbit?
The Hobbit, I will see. I'm not like there was a preview before Wreck-It Ralph, and I saw that trailer, and I was like, now I'm kind of getting real excited, but not real excited about it. I'm sort of excited about it. I don't like the dwarfs idea. To me, it seemed like a Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. For one, in one of the trailers, they're singing. I don't know if that relates to the film. That's even going to be in the film and all, but that just put me off a bit.
Well, yeah, but that's the way the story is written.
Well, that's fine. It doesn't sound exciting to me.
Did you ever read the
No.
the book?
No.
I read it in 7th grade. They had to read
They sing? That's the whole thing? They sing?
I don't remember, and I want to read the book again before I see the
I'm definitely going to see it.
Pretty sure they did.
Okay. Well, we'll see how it goes. It's big rage. Everything in New Zealand is Lord of the Rings right now, or Hobbit right now.
Yeah.
Planes are painted with Hobbit stuff, and all the merchandise, everything that exists in New Zealand. A lot of it was filmed in New Zealand, by the way.
That makes sense.
Is logoed with the Hobbit, because that's the main guy. What's his face? Who made it? Peter Jackson.
That's the director.
Yeah, he's like New Zealandish.
Is he? I don't know.
Anyways, I'm pretty excited about that. Something else I'm excited about. No, I don't know about that. Never mind. That'll be next week, though, right? The Hobbit.
It does. No, I don't think so. I think it comes like on the 12th or 13th.
Oh, okay. So not too far away. Okay. I don't know why we just started talking about movies coming out. What's up? What are you pointing?
I said, let's go to the next song.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Seems
we'll
like
do
we're running out of things to talk about.
No, yeah, we just talk about random movies. The next song is from Deftones, Sacramento band. They have a new album out. I can't really pronounce it.
Speaking of death, I think I'm going deaf.
It's Def, yeah. Yeah, Tex. I've seen signs for a long time now, and it's probably getting worse.
I say what more?
What? Yeah, you do. I've noticed recently that people are telling me what more. Like within the past couple of days. And I think it's because on Black Friday I worked so long, the next day I worked so long, the next day I worked so long, and just talking so much, I've lost my voice a bit. So I'm not talking as loud as I should. But for you, you've always said what. So,
What?
yeah. We'll have developing news later on that in the future.
Or not.
Then we'll go to this next song from Deftones. The song is called Gauze. Is that Gauze? That's Gauze.
No, it looks like gospel.
Looks like Gauze. New album is called Koi, or Koi, Koino, Yokon. I don't know what that means. But they had a band member was in a coma for a good amount of years. Like maybe 7 years.
The what? Guitarist, bassist?
That's why I said band member, because
Okay.
I don't know. I think it was bassist or guitarist. I think it was bassist. He was in the coma for a while. He's recently come out of the coma, and this is the album that he's been on. This is the first album he's on in the past couple of years.
That must excite people.
For Deftones fans, it was really exciting, because they made a couple albums without him.
Oh, you know what? Because there's always when an artist comes out, maybe sometimes their first album doesn't do too good, but eventually they reach popularity and like these are their best albums.
Yep.
And then sometimes they go down. I wonder what he thought of the albums they released.
I know.
From
Like,
while he was
these
in the
are
coma.
crap.
These.
What
What do you guys think?
Yeah. No,
I'm gonna go back in the coma.
that's not funny. Comas affect millions of families. Anyways, this song is called Gauze, like I said. We'll come back, talk about something real quick, play another song, commercial break, and then we'll come back and talk about more video games and stuff, I think. That song just ended. Bad Tex Show. Kiss you. We are back.
Deftones running in the background.
Yeah, it just ended. You're welcome.
And that was
Gauze.
Oguizi.
Gauze. Okay, Gauze. That was, from the Deftones off the newest album. I won't pronounce it because I don't know how it pronounces.
Oguizi.
My brother is in a band. You probably know this if you're a regular listener. Called Hideouts. They have a couple songs that I've been playing that they've released specifically to me, and also on their Facebook page. They finally have their full EP out, so it has a couple songs on it, maybe 5 or 6, I think. It is available to purchase on iTunes.
Nice.
Somebody go to iTunes, search for Hideouts, not the Hideouts, not Hideouts. Actually, just Hideouts. I'm sorry. The song or the EP is called "Stuck Between Stories." Good amount of songs on there, and my brother is actually drumming in every song. The album itself costs just below $6.
Just below.
And I learned that Apple actually gets 10% of every dollar you sell.
Oh, really?
So if you want your music on iTunes, they only charge 10%. I thought that was a pretty good deal, actually.
That does sound like
So for a 99-cent song, they get 9 cents, and you get 80. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not proper math.
Is it? I'm not thinking.
You get 90 cents, and they get 9.
10 cents is just lost. This is system error. We always lose 10 cents.
That's fine. So you can pick that up. I suggest you buy it because it goes to the band and the production cost. And they're doing they're trying to do some shows all around LA if you're in the area. Follow them on Facebook.
Yet?
Huh?
Do they have a music
They do have a music video.
Nice.
Did you know that?
I didn't. That's why I was asking.
Good asking. They do have a music video for one of the songs called Alibis or Alibi. I don't know how they pronounce it, if it's a play on words from a girl named Allie or...
Good brother.
I didn't ask it. I don't know. But that is on the EP, and they also have the... it actually has a good amount of views so far on YouTube if you want to go to their Facebook page, facebook.com/ and I'm guessing Hideouts. I don't know exactly what the URL is. But if you go to facebook.com/madtex, I posted a bunch of stuff that they've shared. I've shared some of their stuff. Did I spit on you?
Oh, you've been spinning on me throughout this whole show.
Sweet. I appreciate that. I appreciate you telling me. But the videos will be on the video itself will be on the Facebook page, my Facebook page, and all the links to their new album and stuff and music. Check it out. I'll play you this one song off there. Who put that? Did you write that?
I didn't write that.
Okay, my bad. This song is called Consistency Runner. Like I mentioned, my brother is the drummer, so pretty good, I guess. I'd give him 2 sticks out of 2 sticks, drumsticks.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Anyways, Enjoy this. We'll do a commercial break, come back, we'll talk about The Last Resort and what's happening with that show. Breaking news. You probably already know.
Feeling alive. I'm blind 'cause I can't see you being alone. I see the breaking news, so wait for the bang. You're the same one that I fought to keep my head out of light. I feel the brightness and you're there to remind me again. I know you're better off with living your world, but they don't know you're so damn persistent. I'm falling out of love like the foam isn't foaming at your mouth. It's not the way I can tell. I've crossed the line and I know what I said. You call the arms of me the last time you're feeling alive. Whenever you sing it that loud, you didn't need to remind me about where to go. They're always seeing a brand new sound, and we'll be selling out this time to go. I can't believe it would think that the trust I could support everything under the weight of the timeline. For everything you said, you'll be backing up and I'll be alone once again. Translating, missing you never seems so impossible. You're trying to see this through. It's not impossible. I'm falling out of love like the foam isn't foaming at your mouth. It's not the way I can tell. I crossed the line and I know what I said. This is the last time. Falling out of love like the foam isn't foaming at your mouth. It's not the way I can tell. I've crossed the line and I know what I said. You call the arms would be the last time. I'm falling out of love like the foam isn't foaming at your mouth. It's not the way I can tell. I've crossed the line and I know what I said. You call the arms would be the last time you're feeling alive.
I don't know what that means, but that's the theater department with a Robin Hood production, and Tex was talking about going into Red Robin, so I was confused. So we talked about a show for the past couple of weeks. I don't know if we talked about it in a while, but a show that we actually really enjoyed, the pilot and the next couple episodes. A show called Last Resort. It's about a submarine and a defiant captain who wants to save the U.S. from something. I don't know what he's doing.
No, yeah,
he's not saving the U.S., but he's fighting for his morals, what he believes in. His intentions are just to. He's not trying to harm the United States. He's doing his best. I don't know what it is.
Those are your headphones. No, they questioned orders they were given to launch nukes at Pakistan, and they went through the improper channels. It didn't come from where it should come from. So they questioned it.
Pakistan, yep.
Then the U.S. fired upon them, and now they've just declared themselves isolated and are threatening the whole world if anybody threatens them. And they're trying to expose the truth. Now, this show, really good show, got good reviews, decent reviews.
Oh, I didn't read the reviews, but I'll take your word.
Okay, take my word. Yep. I didn't read them either. I just looked at the numbers. That's usually what I do. I don't really read them. Look at the numbers. But I really liked it. Matt, you really liked it.
I did enjoy it. The first couple episodes I really enjoyed. The pilot was amazing. I loved it. And then it sort of got weird for me. Not too weird, but I was curious on how far they can go with it. Because there's only so many times you can fight off the U.S. and then what do you do? And then you're on this island for how long and how much? Like how I couldn't see where the story was going to go.
That's exactly that was one of my concerns.
Okay.
I want this show. I said to myself, I think that this show should last one season because they shouldn't drag this story out. They shouldn't. They were going to go two ways. One of two ways. Either they were just going to drag out them being on the island and the conflict and what's going on, or they were going to bring them home and make it about something totally different.
Yeah.
With little bits and parts of what happened.
Conspiracy. Yeah.
And either way, it would have been bad. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I was hoping it would only be one season.
Last too long.
By design. But
ABC, turns out I won't even do that.
Yeah. ABC decided not to pick up the
next
show
season?
the show for more seasons and just finish out this 13.
Have you? Okay, so they are going to finish this season.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to go as far as the 13 episodes, or how many episodes?
Yes.
Is it 13 for sure?
13.
Okay, so they're going to finish 13 episodes. Okay, so the show is officially canceled. They'll run, I guess, I don't know how many episodes we are in.
Which is why I said that they didn't pick up the episodes, and I got kind of confused reading, but that's not necessarily a cancellation. So I think it's possible that the show could be picked up by someone else.
By someone else, yes.
But not ABC.
ABC won't, yeah.
It got
ABC, exactly.
low viewer ratings, so they did. That's why they were canceling it. But luckily, when they announced it, the producers were given enough notice to where they're tweaking the last episode to make it a series finale.
Good.
So it is going to wrap
that will
up.
Be your full one season.
Exactly.
Maybe
So
it will end up well. I'm still like 2 episodes behind. There's a new episode on tomorrow,
Mhm.
right? So I got to catch up, but I've been really busy. And so far, Tex is really enjoying so we'll see if it ends well. But
they've done a really good job of keeping it suspenseful. Really good. I like it. Some parts are, but for the most part, it's a really, really good show. One of the things I'm concerned about, though, is with it ending so abruptly, they did have enough time to tweak the last episode, but it didn't go into how much are they going to have to cram in there. You know?
Yeah, that's true, because you said they tweaked the last episode. Are they just going to throw a bunch of stuff at us on episode 13, or is it built up from episode 10, 11, 12, or something like that?
And I don't know if it's going to be an hour long or 2 hours long. 2 hours would make it better, make it more explained. But it is going to end after one season, which I think is a good thing. I think it should have always been planned that way, because the way the show is built around, you can't drag this out.
And I was thinking, I wonder how the producers or the creators of the show pitched it to ABC, because ABC's smart enough to realize a story like what we've encountered so far in the storyline. There's only so far you can go. So somehow the creators pitched it to ABC. There's maybe something hidden that we don't know that could have been that spurred off to multiple seasons, because you don't buy a show that's only going to last one season.
Well, they test it out and then they pick it up at the end.
That's true. So there's some. I'm thinking there's some sort of backstory that they had an idea they could spin off, but maybe it's not enough for ABC to keep holding on to it, and we'll see how it finishes out for episode 13, the series finale.
So then, my question then to you is how do you want it to end?
That's a good question, and I don't know.
You don't know?
I do not know.
See, me,
nuclear holocaust or what?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Is I want it to end one of two ways. The good, I guess cliche ending for this is their names are cleared. They didn't do anything wrong, and they've been alluding to that the president's acting like a dictator, so nobody likes him. So I guess he'll be kicked out.
Overthrown, but yeah.
Democracy will be restored in the United States. Things like that. The good ending, or everybody just starts launching nukes at each other, and
one accident leads to a domino effect of all
exactly
17 nukes fired on the U.S. somewhere.
I think so. Even though it
would end in a blaze of glory. I think that'd be an exciting episode, but I don't think it'll go that way.
I don't think so either.
That's
but
too dark.
That'd be interesting to see.
It's too dark, and even though I think it would really be exciting, and I think someone will probably make it like a spin-off, not a spin-off series, but like someone on YouTube will make some funny video of. Anyways,
most likely.
How many episodes are we so far in that? There's probably
10.
not left. Did we already at 10?
10.
So there's only a couple more episodes to go.
Only three more episodes tonight. Will be the 11th, and then the I spelled finale like finally
Looks
with
like
a Y.
Friday.
Yeah, December 13th will be the series finale.
Wow.
It is a series finale.
That's very close.
That's just consecutive. This week, next week, and the week after that. That's when it'll end. And I'm looking very forward to it. I think it's going to be really good.
We'll
have to see what the tweets.
I enjoy it. My mom enjoys it. She was like, "What? No way they cancel." When I told her they cancel it, she wasn't upset, but she's like, "Wow, that's surprising." And show that I saw the little ticker on CNN, and it said Revolution gets great ratings, even though critics are saying yada yada yada.
I've heard, and again, I stopped watching after maybe the 4th episode.
Yeah,
that it's actually starting to pick up now, but I'm
not going back.
No,
never.
Neither am I.
I'm waiting for it to get canceled.
If something supposedly really good happens, I'll read about it. I probably won't watch it.
And The Walking Dead is getting better and better.
Walking Dead, yes.
But the next episode will be the mid-season finale.
I
hate that. It's some hiatus thing, and it's for the writers, and I don't know how it works. But I do hate it. I couldn't. Do you know when it's coming back?
I don't. Most likely in January.
Okay. Well, I guess that'll give us time to celebrate the holidays. I don't know what I'm saying.
So this next Sunday.
Will be the mid-season finale
for The Walking Dead. So I guess we'll discuss that on
we'll discuss that next week. And within next week next week might be the last or the second to last episode of this semester. But we'll wrap it up today. It's 2:42. I got to go to class. We'll end you with someone on Facebook, a blogger, basically a local guy for an older DJ from Quad, has a Facebook page, and it kind of discusses not local music, but my sort of genre of music. And he discussed a website actually announced that Jack White's new album that just came out this year is the album of the year. I totally disagree. And it got me thinking about what my album of the year would be. And so far, I've come down to one, and I still haven't figured it out because the year isn't over yet.
I've come down to one.
I've narrowed it down to one.
Boom. Because you haven't picked a winner yet.
I haven't picked a winner yet, but this is so far what I got. Mike Snow is a Swedish band that I really enjoy. The album is called Happy to You. It came out this year, and the song is called The Wave. Still got one more month of music to find out, but and on the last episode, I'll probably give my album of the year. Maybe Texas too, but it's probably going to be Owl City because only one Owl City album came out.
Mostly.
Anyways, this is The Wave. We'll see you next week. Matt and Tex Show. Facebook.com/Matt and Tex.
Or Twitter.com/Matt and Tex.
This is The Wave. We'll see you next week.
I've gotten good at that.